That as the perfect lead-in to go to our friend WrestleFan with the Indy Minute.
Yeah, Lexus, Texas.
Well, because you're from Texas, you see.
Can you drive there too?
I wonder if Alexis, Texas likes indie wrestling, because that's what we're about to talk about. So first thing I want to talk about this week on the Indy Minute is that RWA was this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Sorg, how was that thing?
There was cake! There was, actually. There was cake. There's some pictures over here, actually, so we'll go check these out. No, they had a pretty cool, they started off with a celebration for a friend of the show, Ryan Edmonds' championship. You see the balloons, there was cake in the middle, and there it is on his face. But I want to mention the biggest news that I know LB is interested in. The first time I have witnessed Dan Sandwich.
Yes.
Dan
What? Why was you not at the show?
Did you watch that match yet, sir?
Dan Sandwich.
For those who don't know, Dan Sandwich is like a name that popped up early in like one of our first interviews, right? With like I think it's like with
Jason Gorey.
Was it Jason Gorey?
Yes, I believe so. I believe so. I don't know.
So I was very excited at that. But no, really good match. They had Lodi. Lodi was the guest referee in a championship match between another friend of the show, G Raver, and Ryan Edmonds. All around a really fun show. They put a girl through a table. It felt very Dudley Boys. So props. Hey, there's to Sarah Feeney there. I know she was Instagramming some pictures of how she got sliced up on her arm from that table shot. Best with her getting better from that. So, but no, all around great show. Again, it's RWA Aggression 5, and keep an eye out for that on Sorgatron Media. It was a really fun show, and once again, that crowd, does not disappoint in their interestingness. I like going out there and getting that brand of fans. So, what else is up there, Eamon?
Well, besides stuff, great stuff going in PA, and like Sorg mentioned, go to sorgatronmedia.com to buy that DVD. There's stuff going down in the Texas area this weekend. Our good friends at Anarchy Championship Wrestling have their event coming up August 18th for Distrust, Dismay, and Antisocial Behavior at the Mohawk in downtown Austin, Texas. Looks like a pretty great card. The main event, from what it seems, will be for the World Hardcore Championship. Matthew Palmer defending against Davey Vega. That should be a phenomenal contest. There's a couple Lone Star Classic qualifying matches that will be happening at that event. We have the ACW return of Sue Young, who will be making her return, Japanese traveled Sue Young, and the Hooligans, who will also be returning to ACW. So if you want tickets for that, you can go to anarchychampionshipwrestling.com and go check out some ACW action. You can see two friends of the show facing off. Last week's interview, Ricky Starks is taking on another friend of the show, Gary J. So that should be another fun matchup. Go check them out, anarchychampionshipwrestling.com, and go see some wrestling if you are in the Austin, Texas area. And the next thing that I want to talk about on this week's show was a event that happened this past weekend for Women's Superstars Uncensored. They had their annual Uncensored Rumble. This was the first Uncensored Rumble that was held under the new management for WSU since the Drew Corderio, the owner of Beyond Wrestling, took over WSU. They were streaming live on iPay-per-view, and from what I heard, the event came out very well. They had a couple of changes to the card, especially with their main event. One half of that main event, Athena, who's supposed to face Jessica Havoc in a 2 out of 3 falls match, apparently injured her rotator cuff at a show before that and had to be pulled out of that match. And Jessica Havoc was unable to attend due to travel issues. But they actually made that show work. They sort of, put some more people, gave them a bit more of a chance and rose them up on the card. From what I heard, it was a great show. You can actually currently watch that show still at their at czwipayperview.com, which is where they ran the iPay-per-view from. But it will apparently also soon be up on streamwsu.com, which is their streaming website, which is actually very good. I believe it's $9.99 for a subscription there, and you get their entire library, their entire category of stuff from past WSU, including their current stuff. And I think that's really great. I love what WSU has been doing under the management of Beyond Wrestling. They're really putting a good emphasis on production value, and they're especially also with like getting their content out there and stuff like that for people to see. I think that's great, and I think they have a great product. So I definitely encourage you to go support them. Women's Superstars Uncensored. Go find them, and if you're in the New Jersey area, go to a show and go see some pretty great women's professional wrestling.
You said that was streamwsu.com, right?
Mm-hmm. $9.99 a month,
Awesome.
And you get all streaming titles.
I love that there's more of this. I love that they're doing this. This is how you're going to do it. You're not going to the indies. You're not going to win doing $20 DVDs a pop. I know you want the money, but geez, God, if I can figure out a way to do streaming IWC and RWA, I will freaking do it, man. This is the way to go. Just everybody's got Netflix. Everybody's used to that, right? So
right.
Awesome.
No, I think it's I think it's great for them. And Drew Corderio, who runs Beyond Wrestling and WSU, is very smart in that aspect, and I think he's instilled that in WSU. And I think it's been great. So definitely be on the lookout for them. Go check out an upcoming show if they have one coming up. And the last thing I want to talk about is that Ring of Honor has an event this weekend on the 17th for Manhattan Mayhem 5 in Manhattan, New York. Looks like a really, really stacked card. The new Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, the American Wolves, Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards, defend against the former champions, Red Dragon, which is Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. They lost the belts to Forever Hooligans from New Japan Pro Wrestling. However, in their first defense, the Hooligans lost those belts to the American Wolves. So now it will be Wolves versus Red Dragon for those titles. There will also be a couple matches in the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Championship Tournament. New Japan star Carl Anderson takes on Michael Elgin. Karen Steen versus Roderick Strong. We'll see the Young Bucks taking on Forever Hooligans in a match, which should be very awesome. So if you're in the Manhattan area and you want to go check them out, I encourage you to go check out Manhattan Mayhem 5. It looks like a great card, and go support Ring of Honor. Go watch them weekly on their CW affiliates and wherever you can check them out in your local listings. And if you want more information on everything Ring of Honor, you can go to ROHWrestling.com. And that, my friends, is the Indy Minute for this week.
I want to make everybody aware it's not just CW affiliates. It's I know here it's my network or my Pittsburgh or whatever it would be. I think sometimes it's Fox because what it is it's channels owned by Sinclair Broadcasting, and they can own different stations affiliates from town to town. I really just go to ROHWrestling.com and they have a really good listing there to find out if it is in your area, or just plug into your TiVo or TV Guide or whatever and see if you have Ring of Honor. It may be listed on as ROH Wrestling or Ring of Honor Wrestling, depending on where you are too. So keep a mind out for that. And otherwise, they do put the show up like every Thursday, right? After it airs. On YouTube?
I believe so. I think you have to be like subscribed.
I think you have to like get a membership, like a free. You have to sign up for the ringside membership, but
which the membership thing is actually pretty good. You get a lot of good selection on
but no,
stuff.
there's like a free. There's a free version where you just sign up, but if you pay, you get the show earlier. Plus, you get again more streaming, guys. Again, the Netflixification of these indies, which means you get to experience more of it and not really break the bank at it. Which is I think is great for all these guys. So awesome. Thank you, Eamon.
Thank you, Sorg.
The indie wrestler fan. We're about to. We're going to check out a couple of things. Of course, we're going to check out the Montreal Theory. It's still going strong. People are still picking it up. People are still speculating over that thing that happened some odd 15 years ago now, right? But before that, we got the app, the Wrestling Mayhem Show Gold app. It's $1.99 on your iPhone and Android app stores, guys. And we're going to give you a little preview of what kind of craziness happened before, after, in the middle of the show that we put just in that app. And it's got all the stuff you need, connections to the show, be it Twitter. If you're drunk, you can hit that call button and you can join us and leave a voice message, and we might play it here on the air, or just laugh about it and pass it around amongst yourselves. But you never know! So here's a little bit of gold. Montreal Theory. We'll be back with Remember One.